Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is D-Man and today we will be going over the Halo Infinite Season 1 Battle Pass. Let's get into this. So we're going to be starting on from like the first tier all the way up to the 100th. There's going to be a few stuff that I'm going to be skipping around, like challenge swaps and like the XP grants, because most of that is just filler, you know? So let's start. Now this armor core, it's really nice. When you get it, it's okay. But when you start getting a bunch of like helmets and attachments, what I really like about the Reach Power Core is that it's like so customizable compared to the other two for now, at least. It has like the widest array of options that you can use to like customize it to make it your own. And it really makes Halo a much better experience in the sense of expressing yourself and of customization and of cosmetics. I think it's a really great armor core. The reason I don't like this coating, is because it kind of looks like a diaper, I'll be honest. Like the red part does not mix well with the blue. Maybe it was like spread around, like away from the middle, then I'd probably use it a lot more because the combination of colors is good. It's just the way that they made it look. It's just something that keeps me away from using it. Okay, so these two pads, they are really good. For now, I think I'm in level 40. I'm in level 49. So these are, I know there's like bigger shoulder pads deeper into the pass. But like when you're starting off, I think these are really cool to make a combination between a really big shoulder pad and like a small one. I think that looks really nice. This attachment is one that I use a lot with this helmet. So I think it's pretty good. And this helmet it's cool. I gotta say, it's actually one of my favorites for this armor core. All of the wrist attachments are really good. Now we're on this, and honestly, I don't know what 343 was really thinking when they added this coating. Like, tell me what's the difference between this coating and the coating you have at the beginning. This is the default, and then you have a little bit of black with this coating. They're like the same thing. It's not a bad coating, I mean I use it, but it's not great. This AI color is actually pretty good. I think it's the one I have equipped, either that or the Cyber Showdown one, but it's cool. Now these shoulder pads are actually some of my favorite. Like this whole part with the scout, like the scout helmet, I think it's really good. This is one of the best parts of the pass in my opinion. The coating is awesome, the pads are awesome, the helmet is awesome, the model's cool, the stance is badass. All the stuff here except maybe this, which like I said before, there is no difference. There's literally no difference between the last two and this one. Or especially between the last one and this one. There's no difference. They're the same thing. At first I didn't like the ODST helmet. But now I think it looks really good. It's just a really cool helmet. This is way too clunky for me to like really like it. I don't think I'm gonna be using this a lot. Like this section, not my favorite, I'll be honest. Now when it passes it and it gets to the good stuff, like this stance is awesome. This helmet is awesome. This is the Mark 6. I mean, what else can you say about it? It's like the OG helmet. Well, not really the OG, but since Halo 2. It's just, it looks so nice. This is nice. It's like any armor effect is really cool to get. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that. So something that kind of ticks me off is that when you see like the picture for the battle pass, it shows the Mark 7 core using this coating, and the Mark 7 doesn't have this. It's only the Mark 5. I've been looking into it, and that's kind of disappointing. I wish it could be cross core. One of my favorite helmets in the past. I see why it's like at level 90. But my absolute favorite part of the pass, at least in terms of helmets, is a Mark 7. And the fact that it's also a free helmet makes it really cool. Like, the last 20 tiers of the pass are like the best. Everything about it is just really good. And Judgment Flame just looks incredible. Now, my thoughts on the pass itself is that it does have some flaws. It definitely has its flaws. Like, the challenge swaps, there's so much filler to it. There's a lot of fun items too, but a lot of it is filler. And I think that's kind of doesn't show too much effort. So I think that rather than having these swaps, rather than having XP boosts, 343 should add currency to the game, like other games, like other video games like Apex Legends or other battle royales like Fortnite. They always like have their currency. They have it in the battle pass. It's typically like 1,500 that you get just by playing the pass, just by like upgrading tiers. And I think that's really cool because you can either just like save it up for the next pass or you can buy something from the shop. And the fact that there's no other way to get currency rather than just like buying it on the spot, I think that's kind of hurting the how much money people put into the game or how much stuff they buy from the shop. Because like by now I think I would have had like maybe 700 credits, which could be enough to get something like this, the 6th gate. Something else I find kind of annoying with the pass is that like some of the stuff, something that really ticks me off in general is just like how they literally copy the same coding and like just change a little aspect of it 3 times. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they were running out of ideas. But aside from those 2 tidbits, I think the pass is really great. There are a few items that I don't really like, but that's all subject to opinion. And I think it's just a really good buy. And especially for like later on in the game, these items are going to be really rare. Like you're not going to be seeing too many people using them. Like by the next 7 seasons. It's going to be a long time, but eventually these are going to become really, really rare items, especially for it being the first season. So I think that while you have the chance, you should get the pass. The items are good. They could get a lot of value later. I think it's just it's really worth it, is what I'm saying. And the customizability of the core is just really good. I know most of the pass was based on reach, and I think it's just a really good buy. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite item from the battle pass, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys.